Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I am Kuku with the evening news. The headlines. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio, along with his deputy chief ministers, called on Union Home Minister Amit Shah, discusses issues concerning Nagaland. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government will continue to create ideal environment for sports to thrive in India. Ministry of Jal Shakti releases first ever water body census of India, enumerates 1,432 water bodies in Nagaland. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says government is working to clamp down on ponzi schemes. Now the news in detail. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio, along with Deputy Chief Ministers Yantungo Paton and T.R. Ziliang, called on Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi yesterday. During the meeting, they discussed issues concerning the state. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton in a state said that the meeting with the Union Home Minister was productive. Chief Minister expressed gratefulness to Amit Shah for his constant support for Nagaland, especially for development and peace in the state. Paton and Ziliang also expressed gratefulness to Shah, stating that he has been unfaltering in his concern for the people of Nagaland and for development and peace of Nagaland. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has acknowledged the role played by Khelo India in encouraging sporting talent. Replying to a tweet by Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur on the completion of 5 years of Khelo India initiative, Modi said the initiative is giving a great platform to athletes to shine. The Prime Minister said his government will continue to create the ideal environment for sports to thrive in India. The Khelo India program was introduced to revive the sports culture in India at a grassroots level by building a strong framework for all sports played in the country and establish India as a great sporting nation. For the first time in the history of the country, the Ministry of Jal Shakti has conducted the first ever census of water bodies across the nation. The census enumerated 24,24,540 water bodies in the country and revealed crucial insights into the country's water resources. According to the census, Nagaland has 1,432 water bodies enumerated, out of which 89.87% are in rural areas and the remaining are in urban areas. Majority of the water bodies are ponds. 94.13% of water bodies in Nagaland are privately owned and the remaining are under public ownership, which reflects the dominance of private entities in ownership of water bodies in the state. The state has 688 natural and 744 man-made water bodies. Out of all water bodies in the state, only 11 water bodies are covered in District Irrigation Plan or State Irrigation Plan. 1,166 water bodies in the state is used for pisciculture, while 109 is used for irrigation and 22 in industrial use. Top 5 states in terms of number of water bodies are West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and Assam, which constitute around 63% of total water bodies in the country. 59.5% of water bodies are ponds, followed by tanks 15.7%, reservoirs 12.1%, water conservation schemes, percolation tanks, check dams 9.3%, lakes 0.9% and others 2.5%. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said government is working with Reserve Bank of India and concerned ministry to clamp down on ponzi apps. Speaking at an event, Interaction with Intellectual, organized by Thinkers Forum in Bengaluru, she said, strong sense of caution is required among people to make sure to protect hard-earned money. Speaking on corona-hit economic recovery, she said the methods adopted by Western countries during COVID-19 times caused stress economy. Sitharaman said, COVID, which followed by Ukraine war, further hit everything which are critical for our economy badly. Sitharaman said due to the right approach condition of Indian economy is better than any other country. Talking on regulation of digital or cryptocurrency, the minister said no one country individually can effectively control it because technology does not have any borders, it can just pass through. She said all countries are required to be on board to control it or else efforts will not be effective. On economic reforms in India, she said, a lot of measures are being taken to widen the tax base. Sitharaman said the government has brought changes to encourage people to pay taxes. This news is being broadcast from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. In a special series, All India Radio brings you excerpts from the Prime Minister's Man Ki Baat.
This is how our Prime Minister connects with millions of countrymen with the program Man Ki Baat. This series, which started on October 3rd, 2014, will complete its 100th episode in April 2023. In the 78th episode of this special program, let's listen to those excerpts in which the Prime Minister spoke of the plants around us which have medicinal values. During the COVID pandemic, Ayurveda, the traditional medicine system of India, showed its full potential. Giloy and other such plants and herbs with medicinal properties played a big role in the treatment and prevention of corona. When the second wave of corona was at its peak, in the Man Ki Baat program broadcast on 27th June 2021, the Prime Minister spoke gloriously of the value of our medicinal flora, which continues to be useful till today.
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, हमारे शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, नास्ति मूलम अनौषधम, अर्थात पृथ्वी पर ऐसी कोई वनस्पति ही नहीं है जिसमें कोई न कोई औषधीय गुण न हो। हमारे आसपास ऐसे कितने ही पेड़ पौधे होते हैं जिनमें अद्भुत गुण होते हैं, लेकिन कई बार हमें उनके बारे में पता ही नहीं होता। मुझे नैनीताल से एक साथी भाई परितोष ने इस विषय पर एक पत्र भेजा है। उन्होंने लिखा है कि उन्हें गिलोय और दूसरी कई वनस्पतियों के इतने चमत्कारी मेडिकल गुणों के बारे में कोरोना आने के बाद ही पता चला। परितोष ने मुझे आग्रह भी किया है कि मैं मन की बात के सभी श्रोताओं से कहूं कि आप अपने आसपास की वनस्पतियों के बारे में जानिए और दूसरों को भी बताइए। वास्तव में ये तो हमारी सदियों पुरानी विरासत है जिसे हमें ही संजोना है।
The special Man Ki Baat series can be heard every day in the morning and evening bulletins. Joint mountaineering expedition to Mount Khilia, the second highest peak in Nagaland, was flagged off at Noklak Public Ground today. The expedition is being organized by the 14th Assam Rifles in celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and to promote tourism in Noklak district. The expedition team consists of 29 students from Tetso College Mountaineering Club, headed by Professor Dr. Aniruddha Babar, and 7 NCC cadets from Government Higher Secondary School, Noklak. Along with them, Assistant Commandant Captain Ashok Kumar and his team are also joining the expedition. The mountaineers will halt for the night at Choklangan and start the ascent to Mount Khilia tomorrow morning. Commandant of 14 Assam Rifles, Colonel B.V. Anand Reddy, graced the flagging off ceremony in the presence of Noklak Deputy Commissioner Arikumba, Noklak SP James Humtsoy, among others. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed the recent dedication of 254 4G mobile towers to the nation in Arunachal Pradesh. Responding to a tweet by the Law and Justice Minister Kiran Rijiju, Modi expressed his delight at the news and highlighted the significant impact that this high-speed internet facility will have on the lives of people living in remote villages in the region. The Prime Minister also extended his gratitude to the people of the border region who welcomed this development. A total of 10,112 fresh COVID-19 cases were reported in the country in the last 24 hours. Union Health Ministry said a total of 9,833 people have recovered from COVID-19 during the same period. The ministry said there are 67,806 active COVID cases in the country and the recovery rate currently stands at 98.66%. It said over 220 crore 66 lakh vaccine doses have been administered across the country so far. The Indian men's recurved team finished with a silver medal after losing to China by the narrowest of margins in a shoot-off at the Archery World Cup 2023 Stage 1 in Antalya, Turkey today. India's men's recurved team, comprising Tarundeep Rai, Atanu Das and Dhiraj Bomadevara, lost to the Chinese team by 4-5 in a dramatic event. India now have 2 golds, 1 silver from stage 1 of the meet, while Dheeraj is also in the medal hunt in recurved individual category. To end the news, the headlines once again. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio, along with his deputy chief ministers, called on Union Home Minister Amit Shah, discusses issues concerning Nagaland. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government will continue to create ideal environment for sports to thrive in India. Ministry of Jal Shakti releases first ever water body census of India, enumerates 1,432 water bodies in Nagaland. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says government is working to clamp down on ponzi apps. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.